Today we'll be trying Japanese Burger King, including the £1 Yeti burger, going on a magical whiskey tour and exploring the most beautiful canal in the north of Japan.
I'm really excited today because we're at the Nikka Yoichi Whisky Distillery. This is one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe it's because we don't see snow back in Australia, but the snow-covered trees and old-style European architecture made it feel like we were in a Christmas movie.
This is one of the best experiences we've had so far, and it costs nothing. They give you a whiskey tasting. You get to try 3 whiskies.
They recommended we drink this one twice up or on the rocks. I had mine twice up.
I'm scared. Actually, whiskey is much more drinkable when it's diluted. It's quite good.
So I chose to have my single malt Yoichi with ice, so on the rocks. So this is the Super Nikka as a highball. So about 1/3 carbonated water and 3 blocks of ice according to their instructions. I think I like it in highball.
I like the fizziness. It tastes like a highball. Does that mean I can't tell the difference between the 2 types of whiskey?
So this is the apple one. It smells kind of sweet. It kind of tastes like apple syrup. That's really nice.
This one's good. It's like, it's sweet. It doesn't taste like whiskey. This one's really nice. We should buy one of these.
Okay, let's do it.
I am thoroughly tipsy.
The tour is in Japanese, but that doesn't distract from the enjoyment at all. You get to watch part of the whiskey distilling process up close. We learned about the epic history of the founder of Nikka Whiskey, who was the father of Japanese whiskey. He wanted to bring authentic whiskey to Japan, so he embarked on a pilgrimage to Scotland, studying chemistry at university and eventually making his way back to Japan with his Scottish wife.
It's a bit sunny at the moment, so I can't really see properly, but this has been such an enjoyable experience.
If you enjoyed this video so far, consider subscribing for more Japan content.
So we've just finished going through the museum and I was really surprised that I enjoyed it. It was really interesting. So some interesting fact, the founder came back to Japan, helped Suntory develop Yamazaki, eventually went out on his own and started Nikka. Because it took 5 years minimum for the whiskey to mature, they started off selling apple juice for the first few years and then apple wine and apple brandy.
I'm hungry. Luckily they have a restaurant here, so let's go try some lunch. It's supposed to be a mix of Scottish and Japanese cuisine. This is a nice way to spend your morning. I didn't realise that you could spend so many hours at a whiskey distillery, because the museum is actually quite interesting and the tour is quite interesting too. And then you get to just sit here in a nice quiet restaurant and enjoy like a coffee and some food and desserts. So yeah, I like it. We decided to get their assortments. This is the assortment of 7 dishes.
I have the 5-item tasting dish. Some of them overlap with what Diep has, so I'll just try the different ones.
Let's give it a taste. They've given us tongs, but I'm just going to use chopsticks. Let's start off with this one. This one's very interesting looking. It looks like a mix of meats. It's quite good. It's got some texture to it. It's sweet. It's seafoody. It looks like a quiche. Quite good. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think this is just cream cheese on a crouton. Very interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one, but it's like gingerbread bread, like soft bread, or like a slice of a muffin, and salty cream cheese on top.
I have no idea what it is, but let's give it a try. It's meaty and it tastes good, but I'm not sure what it is.
Don't know what this is. This tastes like something we've had before. It's like deep fried punchy with some meat and onion and juices on the inside. Quite delicious. So again, looks like some mixture of meats. Just tastes like cold cured meats. So we're going to try this one next. Tastes like dry fish. Pretty good. This one's like salmon with some pickled onions, I think. Yeah, pretty good.
We have a shepherd's pie, a mini one. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Oh, but it's good. That is good shepherd's pie.
Bit of dried fish. This one tastes like smoked salmon cream cheese, all in a bit of fish. It's really interesting. Do I crunch this one? This is just some kind of deep fried prawn. Again, it's kind of sweet. Look, all in all, it's actually quite a good tasting dish. The only thing is my eyes are bigger than my stomach, so it doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually quite satisfying. For dessert, we've got vanilla sausage ice cream with a side of Otaru 17-year pure malt. Let's try the ice cream first. This is what I now associate with Hokkaido ice cream. It tastes like milk. Do I just have a whiskey? Okay, so whiskey first, followed by ice cream as a great chaser.
Yeah, strong. Yeah, I feel tipsy already.
It's an interesting cheesecake. It's kind of a mixture between like custard and cheesecake.
Now we go check out the merch store and see what they have. There's actually quite a lot of interesting things. It's quite a big shop. That surprised me. Not only do they have alcohol, but they have souvenirs, chocolates, jams, and other nice little gifts as well. Oh, and the coolest thing is they sell distillery exclusives.
There are literally limited edition whiskies you can only buy from this one shop in the whole world.
So, like always, we went a bit crazy. Now we have to lug this around.
Can I see?
A lot of alcohol, 2 coasters, and some chocolate-covered coffee beans in a whiskey barrel.
Yeah, it's a very heavy bag.
Yes.
And we still have to go to Otaru.
I hope this bag holds. How sad would it be if the bag broke?
Yeah, it feels like it won't.
We dropped by Otaru. This beautiful city is also another popular day trip from Sapporo and is a good trip to pair with a whiskey distillery.
We're just walking along Otaru Canal now, and it is so beautiful. I've never been to Europe, but it somehow gives off Europe vibes. Maybe because of the canal. Maybe it feels like Venice. And I've never been to Venice either. But it's just so beautiful. And once again, it feels like Christmas. There are trees over there with snow on the branches. It's really nice. You guys should really come here too.
It looks like you can even get a boat ride around here.
Oh.
Looks like someone's dug love hearts into the snow.
It's like a giant Saturn.
We are looking for a place for dinner tonight, and we came across this cool looking alley with some lanterns, so we're going to go down and explore. Let's go.
Oh, nearly fell. Interesting. This area seems to have little restaurants.
But some of them don't seem to be open. This place is beautiful. He looks like Harry Potter. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's like a little maze or something.
I just wish the ground was less slippery. It's an icicle coming out of a lantern. Oh, it's really quite solid. That's crazy.
That was a cool little find.
Yeah, it's a cute little alleyway. It looks so much better in real life than it does on the camera though.
Shame that not many shops are open.
Yeah, it's like half closed. I wonder why.
It's definitely a cool photo spot though. There are a lot of people taking photos as well.
Let's try and find some real food.
This might get a little bit weird, but I saw on the map that there was the sea at the edge of town, so I made a beeline for it. I'm not sure what I expected, but it got really dark and eerily quiet. Staring into the abyss really made me realize my mortality. You know, if I fell in, that's it. Every fiber of my being was telling me to get away from the dark, calm waters. That's why we're at Burger King. Japan has all the American food chains, but somehow they do it better. Like McDonald's is better, Starbucks is better. Not sure about KFC. We haven't tried Burger King yet. And I wasn't planning to, but I walked past and there was this huge poster of something called the Yeti burger. And it was
1 pound, as in instead of a quarter pounder, it weighs 1 pound. So I really wanted to see if I could eat it all. And actually, it looks delicious and I'm really hungry. I also got chili cheese fries, chocolate pie as well. So I made it a set. Look at this absolute unit. There's 4 patties, cheese, and the patties are bigger than the bun. I just had jaw surgery, so I don't think I can open my mouth big enough to eat this. So let's try. That is actually pretty good. That's a very satisfying burger. That's pretty good.
They feel crispy.
These are good onion rings. Hungry Jacks in Australia have changed their onion rings and they're not as good. These are the original onion rings.
So, here's burger. That is a big bit of chicken. It's just sticking out.
Got double the protein with chicken and beef. I might regret this. Actually, it's really good. It tastes like a Whopper burger, but then you've got the crunch of the chicken tender in there. It's actually really good. I can't remember the last time I had Hungry Jacks or Burger King. So after missing out on Macca's limited edition chocolate pie, we thought we'd give this one a go. Now, it's definitely not as dark in colour as the McDonald's one. Let's give it a go. Okay. It's also not as crispy. And the chocolate filling's not as good either. I don't know what it is. It's just not the same. Yeah, a bit disappointed with this. Time for the chili cheese fries. Let's give it a go. It's actually a pretty good chili cheese fries. Got a bit of spice, a bit of cheese. Chips are quite well done too. I kind of regret not getting just normal chips now. Delicious.
Well, I'm actually not that full. It's just right. So we managed to finish the 1 pounder, chili cheese fries, onion rings, 2 chocolate pies, 2 drinks. What else did we have? Is that there? Between the 2 of us.
Click our next video here. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy our next one.